I'm Ian.
I'm Stobbie.
And this is the Perth Podcast.
Welcome to episode 1 of the Perth Podcast. First of all, just want to say a massive thanks to Mr. Jason Blythe for our intro music. It is fantastic and I find it quite catchy. What do you think, Ian?
I think it's absolutely fantastic. What a great guy to do that for us as well.
Yep.
It's not quite his usual Eurovision entries, but we'll take it.
Nope, absolutely not. So if you are a podcaster out there and you're looking for intro music, hit them up.
So the Perth Podcasts, we're here, Stobbie. We've done it. We're live, or we've launched.
Finally recording.
Finally. So tell us a bit about why we're here. What we're doing.
Well, as we've talked about for pretty much the last year, there's so much happening in Perth and so many different sources of information out there. You've got Perth City Centre, Small City Big Personality, Perth Life, and well, it was your idea in the first place, but we thought we'd be nice and summarise what's coming up in Perth just for the listeners out there. We probably won't manage to cover everything, but we will try to cover the major happenings in the area. And what's the best part, Ian?
Well, you can listen to us on your journey to work. If you're sitting on your commute, I know a lot of people that live in Scone and they're trying to get to SSC. That's a long time where you can't find out what's going on. Download our podcast, have a wee listen, walk the dog while listening to our ramblings, if you like. But we're here to cover everything that's going on in Perth, any business changes, any new events that are coming up. Yeah, we're here.
Make us part of your Monday routine.
Ugh, Monday. Now, talking of big events in Perthshire, obviously right now we've got the Enchanted Forest on the go, which Stobbie and I were actually lucky enough to visit. We were there on media night.
Yeah, that's right. And I was utterly convinced, that I'd seen Helen Flanagan there.
I wasn't, but I didn't know who she was, so that's entirely my fault.
And was I right?
Yes, you were. It was her, yeah. Someone else got that scoop, not us.
Curse you.
But yeah, we wandered around. I was doing some video, which will be up on the website.
And I was trying my best to look like I knew what I was talking about when I was presenting for the video.
Yeah, maybe try harder, Stobbie.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, it wasn't... don't give up the day job.
Nobody's perfect on the first time. Take that how you will.
But basically, we recorded some podcast audio for you from the actual Enchanted Forest, which we were both absolutely blown away by. It was incredible to look at the lighting setups, the audio. Everything was just put together so well, as it has been in the past. I'm not knocking any previous years. This year, though, I mean, even that projection onto the water spray.
Yes, yeah, that looked really good. I mean, that was high quality. There was some, like you say, it was spray. It wasn't a screen. It wasn't a projection screen.
It looked like a 3D entity coming out of the water. Absolutely fantastic. But anyway, here's some of our audio from the day.
Welcome to the Enchanted Forest 2019.
So true to their word with the marketing, they are forcing you to volcano. They are forcing you to look up, which is really quite interesting. You've got all these lights on the branches, which are acting like spotlights at some points and lasers at other.
So this section here, we just have this amazing strobe effect with different colours going through it. I don't even think the camera's going to do justice to what we're seeing here at all. Reds, whites, blues, there's all spectrums of colour being flashed onto trees here. Quite incredible.
And even the absence of light, the shadows it's creating as well.
Yes, it's actually the use of not light as much as it is the use of light.
Yep, there goes the lasers. Don't know if they're being picked up.
Oh yes, the lasers look incredible.
Lightsaber branches.
So yeah, Stobbie and I had a great time at the Enchanted Forest. We had a good wander round. You've heard some audio there, but we also caught up with one of the guests of the night, Rona. So let's hear what she had to say.
Hi, my name's Rona. I live near Glasgow and I'm at the forest tonight on behalf of the RSPB. I mean, I've come probably 4 or 5 times, and every time I come, I always say, this is the best year, this is the best yet. At the moment, I think I'm only about 3/4 of the way around, and I'm already saying that. So yeah, it's worth every penny. It's a great night to come and just, you know, I'm planning to come back with my little girl who would love it.
So there you have it. That was some of our feedback from the event. If you're interested in going to the next year's one, if you go to enchantedforest.org.uk, there is a chance to sign up for a mailing list that you can get told when the 2020 tickets are going to be on sale.
And I'd highly recommend that. They do sell out fast. Get yourself on there, get booked, and get going. A big part of what we're hoping to do with the Perth Podcast is to highlight local talent. And we have this amazing track by Chris Small. Have a listen. We love this.
There isn't a soul alive who hasn't thought about giving up. Too many times we've been told that the best just ain't good enough. Well, I've been knocked down, but I got back up and I started all over again. If you want it, better go out and get it before the haters try to pull you in. I made up my mind, I'm through with standing in line. I know that now is my time to let the sun
So that was The Good Times with Chris Small there, who we actually have in the studio today. And Chris, if you haven't heard of him, was in the Red Pine Timber Company for 7 years as a backing vocalist and in the horns section, which obviously is quite apparent in the single there. Chris, welcome to the studio.
Hello, thank you very much for having me.
Chris, this is obviously a bit of a wander off from the Red Pine, and we absolutely love it in the studio, not going to lie. We've had it on a week. Give us a wee bit of background about the track and about your sort of your playing the horn instrument and where your love of music has come from.
So it was a fairly arduous process. I recorded basically all of the track myself, kind of bit by bit. I recruited a couple of other guys from older Red Pine days. Got a guy, Dave Shaw, who was the old bass player on bass, and Ivan Sveda, who's the current drummer for Red Pine. He's playing percussion on it. But apart from that, I kind of just did everything in my back room, kind of pretty ad hoc. It's a chance to try and do something a bit more freeing for myself, rather than feeling like I'm constrained to other people's ideas. I can basically do whatever I want now.
So it's nice that you've sort of found a bit of freedom, I suppose, in this new venture. And as I say, that the track is just so apt for its title, you know, The Good Times, and I can't help but sort of nod along and, you know, tap the foot as I'm listening to that tune. So the Good Times, you released that back in May. I believe you've got a lot of things coming up as well. You've got big plans for the next 12 months.
Yeah, so at the moment, we've got the singles out at the moment, Good Times. I'm then planning on getting an EP done by probably December. So that'll have The Good Times on it, plus about 4 other tracks. Again, when you're recording most of it yourself, it takes a bit of time. But so the plan is I'm going to have an EP out in December, and then I'm planning on touring it in February, because nobody does anything in January. It's pretty much impossible to get people out, or venues don't, you know, they need a bit of a break after Christmas, as do I. So yeah, that gives me plenty of time to promote it and then actually go round Scotland and possibly a bit of England as well, really letting people hear it with the trio, with myself, Dave and Ivan.
And I have to ask, obviously, this is the Perth Podcast. You're from Perth originally, all your life. So I'd like to ask, favourite Perth restaurant? Where'd you recommend?
We like to go to Pigalle or Jewel. Is Jewel still there at the moment? No, it's not. It wasn't in there anymore.
It's changed.
It has changed.
I think Pig has changed as well. It's cardio now.
Cardio.
Yeah, I'm sure it's cardio now. So yeah, sorry.
Oh no! I need to let. I need to let the other half know. That's not good. It was that was where we would love to go. That, and you mentioned it earlier, the Mexican as well. It is just. It's the best place. I also personally, we started going to Gringos quite a lot. We had heard really good things, and then we all went out as a big group. And that group kind of scenario, that's definitely, I think, where a place like Gringos shines. The service was amazing. The food was incredible. It was just a huge platter, a huge spread of food. So yeah, I'd probably say, for places that are still open, I'd probably say Gringos or the Mexican.
Last and final question here. If there's one thing you would tell a tourist in Perth to do, what would it be?
Personally, I would tell them to go to Northmiller, to Gardens, because it is so close. It really is. Some people even think it's too far away, but that's daft. Just over the bridge, and it is the most gorgeous. If you start from the bridge and you work your way down towards Moncrief Island, it's a beautiful walk. It goes up and down. There's things to do. There's things to see. There's all of the statues with the different. I used to do that. We used to do it as kids. My granny would take us, and we would go and find each one, and go onto Moncrief Island and find the one there. And you made it an afternoon. So, and it's free. So I would definitely say Nora Miller Walk.
Chris, thanks for joining us. As I say, that was the Good Times by Chris Small. Check him out on Spotify. He's got more stuff coming out. Get him followed. Get him listened to. Chris, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
And now the section you've all been waiting for, the events. What's coming up in Perth over the next couple of weeks? Ian, what do we have first?
Well, we've got the bonfire night, obviously. 5th of November has snuck up something pretty quick, hasn't it? But yeah, the usual Strathern 200 round table charity bonfire and fireworks event taking place at 6 p.m. on the Lesser South Inch, which, that's where it's held every year. Fantastic area to hold it in. The fun fair starts at 6 o'clock as well. The bonfire?
So the bonfire starts at 7, so they'll light that then, and then you've got half an hour before the big...
The big bada boom.
The big bang, so to speak. The fireworks kick off at 7:30 that night. I love that. For us, it's my wife's birthday the next day, so that's always been part of her birthday celebrations. It's going to the bonfire night, so I'll be there.
My mum's birthday is the day before, so I really can't forget when my mum's birthday is. There is no excuse.
So what else have we got coming up on that?
I've only just found this today. The Gin Fall Festival. So all the gin lovers out there have this Salutation Hotel massive gin festival going on. And to quote themselves, Scotland's most popular gin festival, Gin Fall, comes to the Station Hotel in Perth on Saturday the 9th of November.
And what they're saying is, with the perfect mix of gins, live music, food and cocktails, Gin Fall has firmly established itself as the leading gin festival in Scotland. And it's in Perth.
It's in Perth.
So no reason not to head along to that.
And the live music addition to that as well, that's a great thing to add to an event such as that. I've been to a lot of these things and it's maybe a bit, quieter, there's not a lot going on. That'll give it a real buzz. And here as well, new for 2019, the Tiki, is it Tiki? Tiki?
I think Tiki.
Rum Room, the Tiki Rum Room. With Explosion of Rum set for 2019-20, we have created a room to let you sample some of the best rums around the world.
So there you go. If you're less keen on gin, get along for the rums.
Perth Theatre have got loads going on, don't they?
Yeah, so they've got... Kes is ongoing at the moment. It's on until the 16th of November. Now, Kes is a special one for me because back when I was 16, I think it was, they did it before and they'd auditioned local kids to take part, and I was one of the kids that managed to get a part in the show.
Wow, so they really couldn't find anything better then? They had to settle for you?
Just right place, right time, really.
Fair enough.
It's, you'll do, that was my audition.
You'll do, that's the Scottish way, isn't it?
Like you.
So how was that then? How did you find it? Give us a wee bit of background about the storyline.
So the storyline is about a young lad who's trying to find himself in Yorkshire, sort of around the time of the mining and things like that. He basically finds himself through caring for a young kestrel that he steals, I believe. I can't honestly remember.
Borrows, Stobbie.
Yeah, borrows. I mean, it can always fly home. And he learns how to care for it and in turn care for himself while he struggles with home life and fitting in at school and things like that. And it's a good story.
So even with the age of that story, it sounds like it's really fitting for today's life as much as it was back then as well.
Yeah, you're right. So it's kind of... It'll still be relevant to today's audience. I completely agree.
Superb. So that's on until the 16th of November. That's right now, folks. Get your tickets for that one. And of course, coming up, it's almost panto season.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, I'm not going there.
I'm so sorry.
Let yourself out, Stobbie. And this year's panto is...
Sinbad.
Apparently.
Yep. And that's all I know about it, because you caught me on the hop.
So, after a quick Google...
Yep. Sinbad, 29th of November to the 4th of January.
Amazing. So after 7 long voyages, all Sinbad wants for Christmas is peace, a pal, and a party in our hometown of Perthopolis.
Perthepolis? Perth Police?
The Polis.
It's
a bit cramped on the houseboat she shares with her bookish brother, Finlad, and her mother, the totally gorgeous but currently single Dame Jackie All Trades. Nice one. But their neighbours and friends, the Tayside Beavers, have just been given protected status. So that's good news, right?
It's certainly made Greta, a young nature-loving visitor, very happy, which sadly can't be said of her bitter and twisted stepmother, Vindicta.
Amazing. Are the beavers in danger? Is Sinbad's peaceful Christmas dead in the water? Or is this the start of an adventure that takes everyone across stormy waters to an island of mystery and intrigue? And what's the story with Hector the Collector? Is only your taxes he's after, or is there more to him than meets the eye?
He's a transformer.
Yes! Well, we'd be done for that. No one's going to chase us for that, are they?
I don't know. It was less than 10 seconds.
True. Good shout. It's a review.
Yeah,
we like Transformers. There we go.
So yeah, I'll definitely be going along to see that. My nephew's in it, so I've got no choice.
Yeah, you're going to have to go, aren't you? Yeah. Or at least claim you were there and say that he was really good.
There we go. Yeah, it's pre-recorded and everything. No, I'm looking forward to it. We've got Barry Hunter at the helm again this year.
Barry, big Barry, what a guy.
Yep, playing, and I believe he's Dame Jackie All Trades as well.
Oh, no doubt, absolutely no doubt at all.
Also on the weekend of the 14th to 17th of November on the High Street, we have...
the Perth Festive Continental Market. So this is a continental market that lands in Perth High Street. You know, quite a few times over the year, R&R Events put on a great set of, what would you call them, stall holders and food. There's everything from German sausage to Chinese food to paella. It's a great time to be in Perth. I think it's a great atmosphere. There's loads going on. People are smiling. There's lots of presents to buy as well. So it's actually that weekend is a great weekend to start your Christmas shopping.
German sausage is the worst.
Oh dear, the dad jokes are coming out already.
There we go.
Taxi for Stobbie.
I'll see myself out.
So another thing we've got going on is Echoes from Perthshire, which is taking place in the library.
'Tis indeed. So Echoes celebrates the triumphs and histories of the nation's superwomen of science through a blend of music, song, performance and spoken word. And that is the 11th and 12th of November. Did you just say that?
I can't remember, but we'll go with that again anyway.
And that's £5 for an adult and £3 for a concession ticket. So, I mean, that's not breaking the bank.
No, that is a really good value for which has actually been reviewed. That's come from the Fringe.
Yeah, the show was at the Fringe.
Yeah, so the reviews are off the chart for how good it is. Some great reviews about how exciting it is, and it's upbeat. Great show.
So that's Echoes from Perthshire for you to check out. Finally, there's plenty happening at Big Dog Books this month, so let's hear it straight from the big dog himself.
Hi there, this is Stuart from Big Dog Books, and I'm here today to talk about some of the events that we've got coming up at the shop over November. So starting on the first week in November, we've got, on the first Saturday, we've got our party games night, which is part of our new adults only after hours Saturday social events. So we've got a whole bunch of games that you wouldn't want the kids playing, and it's bring your own bottle. So just look up on Facebook for what you need to know about that. Following on from that, we've got the Manga Club is reading One Punch Man this week. So if any of the kids are into manga, let them know about that. And then on the same week, we've also got Dames and Games, which is our ladies gaming group. So they'll be meeting on the Tuesday night for that one for some roleplay games and board games. Speak to Louise in the shop if you want some more information about that. At the end of November then, on the 23rd, we've got our Murder Mystery Night. So we're holding a Murder Mystery evening at the shop. Again, it's one of the adults only Saturday social events. We've still got some tickets and some roles to cast for that one. So if you're interested, again, look us up on Facebook and find out what you need to know about that event. And rounding out November, we've got our book club book for this month is 100 Nights of Hero, which was the Guardian Book of the Year for 2017, and it's a feminist retelling of 1001 Arabian Nights. It's a really beautiful book. The artwork is exceptional. It's really something that everybody should see. Thanks very much.
So that's it for this episode. For more information on what we've talked about, such as the Enchanted Forest video or Chris Small's music, check out fcpod.net.
This podcast is a part of the Fair City Podcast Network, which is a group dedicated to helping local people start and develop their own podcasts.
Remember, folks, click that subscribe button
And leave a review.
and thanks for listening.